thank you, and I want to just begin by saying to my dear friend Pam Moran, I'm sorry I couldn't be with you in person. To the Edustat attendees and speakers, I want to convey to you how proud we are of the work you're doing about the future of our educational system and the need to get this right. We're at a pretty important moment in our nation's history, and we have high hopes that those of you convening in Albemarle County will be, in some ways, the beacons of that future.
That's actually one of the things we wanted to address, was that idea. I think one of the major themes of the Edustat University this summer is reimagining education, given those challenges that we're sort of meeting and the contemporary issues that our nation faces at this moment. I wonder if you might touch on some of those priorities that you see as we move ahead.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. I want to begin by saying that we as a nation are facing some challenges with respect to global competitiveness. While the nation has consistently been the centerpiece for entrepreneurship, companies that go public on our NASDAQ exchange and others, the source of venture capital financing, on several key measures of global competitiveness, we find ourselves lagging. Probably the one that's gotten the most attention so far has been our challenges around educational attainment. We've been relatively flat in the ratio of our adult education that has either a 2 or a 4-year degree. While we've been largely flat, our competitor nations are growing that number in leaps and bounds. There are at least 8 or 9 other countries that have a higher share of their adult population with college degrees. President Obama has said we've got to close this gap, and America must reemerge by 2020 with the highest educational attainment rate, because we know to be globally competitive, we have to have the kind of workforce capable of delivering the innovations of the future. So at the highest levels, our educational system absolutely must be a critical component of achieving that goal. We need to minimize the dropout rate, increase the quality of our workforce that come out of our K-12 system, and a special emphasis on our science, technology, engineering, and mathematics goals, all of which are really important to accomplish but difficult in their component parts. So the broad challenges are known. I think the great transition here is that as we think about what we're doing, the spirit of Edustat in reimagining education, it begins with data. We see an information revolution helping us to guide that path forward on education. We'll talk more about that in your questions, but to me, the hard work you're doing this weekend is directly aligned with the President's key strategy for global competitiveness.